What's up guys, Rand Razor here with another tech video for you guys today. And today I bring you guys a quick in-depth review of the Cellairis Full Moon Rapture case for Apple's new iPhone 5. This case was sent for review, so of course I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Cellairis for sending me one of their amazing products. And of course, without further ado, let's slice this thing open, slap it on the iPhone, and give you guys my full in-depth review. So here's the case itself. As you guys can see here, it is a hybrid silicone and polycarbonate design, which you guys probably know by now. It's definitely one of my favorite types of cases, mainly because it offers the best of both worlds in terms of the advantages with both materials. To take the case apart, it's pretty simple. It is a two-piece design with the top piece pops up like so. And of course you have the inner silicone membrane, and of course the rear plastic back piece. To install the case is pretty simple. First off, grab your silicone membrane here and just wrap it around the iPhone 5. Once you have the silicone all the way around the iPhone, grab the back piece here and just place the iPhone with the silicone layer on and just tuck it on the back part of the plate. Once you have that done, take the top plastic part, put it over the silicone material, and just make sure the silicone doesn't get snagged underneath. Once you're good to go there, just snap the case together. And of course, this should be your end result. A little quick overview of the case and what it has to offer. On the front of the case here, you do have a generous amount of lay on the table design where your iPhone screen doesn't make contact with the surface of the table. And in addition to that, as you guys can see here, the silicone material does wrap around the iPhone as well, along with the polycarbonate card, keeping that silicone in place. This not only gives you drop protection, but also gives you dust protection, keeping dust and debris from entering between the case and the iPhone. On the left side of the case here, our volume keys are also covered up with the silicone material. Now as you guys can hear, we do get a nice tactile feedback, very easy to press. And of course, beside the volume keys, we also have a large cutout for the vibrate and ringer switch. On the top of the case here, we do also have a cover for the power button. Just like the volume keys, you get a very nice tactile feedback. The entire right side of the case, of course, is all covered up. And on the bottom of the case here, we do just have a single large cutout for the 3.5mm headphone jack, the speakerphone, microphone, and of course the lightning port. Taking a quick look at the back of the case, we have a large generous cutout for the camera as well as the flash. We also have the Cellairis logo engraved on the bottom part of the case here. And one of my favorite parts of the case is the center cutout for the Apple logo. Overall guys, the first impressions on the Cellairis Rapture Full Moon case for the iPhone 5 is pretty positive. This has been definitely one of my favorite cases I've reviewed so far from my past iPhone 5 cases I've reviewed, mainly because it's a pretty nicely designed case for something that is designed to be minimalistic, but also protective. What makes this hybrid type case offered by Cellairis compared to the other cases I've reviewed in the past, such as the OtterBox commuter case, is that the silicone material for this particular case not only protects your iPhone from drops, it also protects it from dust and debris from entering the case. I'm sure some of you guys may experience, buying a case such as Snap-on style case. You put it on and a couple weeks later you take it off and you notice there's scratches on your phone. Where do those scratches come from? It's probably dust and debris that actually gets between the case and the iPhone itself. It's not actually the case scratching it, but when you take it off, or if the case is, like a nice and snug fit and it shifts around, the dust and debris between the case and the iPhone can actually scratch the finish. With the Rapture case here, the biggest thing about this case, of course, is the silicone that's not only wrapped around the iPhone, but the polycarbonate part of the case actually keeps it nice and snug in. And you guys can see here, it's really difficult for dust and debris to actually get in. It's kind of like a gasket for a car engine to keep the oil and stuff from, getting out of the engine. As I mentioned earlier, one of my other favorite things about this case, of course, is the cutout for the Apple logo here. I'm a big fan of these on the OtterBox cases, which they generally do that. It's kind of nice to see other companies incorporating this as well. The reason why I like this is just because exposing the Apple logo, still reminds you that it's an iPhone, and even though you have a case on, it still looks like an iPhone, especially with this cutout here for the Apple logo. The other feature I like about this case that I forgot to mention earlier is this very nice soft touch coating. With the soft touch coating on, it gives it a nice, of course, soft feel, but also makes it a lot more comfortable to hold. And of course, unlike glossy plastic, this one scratches easy, so it'll keep the overall look of the case over a longer period of time. And for those of you who use screen shields for iPhone, which I hope you do, you guys can see I do have an anti-glare screen shield on here, and the case does fit that without any issues, no bubbling, or doesn't lift it up or anything like that. In conclusion guys, I definitely recommend the Cellairis Full Moon Rapture case for the iPhone 5. It's definitely one of my top favorite cases I've reviewed so far, and it's definitely for what it offers, I recommend this to anybody. It's an average size case, but offers a lot of features that normally other cases don't offer, such as, the dust-free protection, and plus this hybrid design just gives you a lot more sense of feel that your iPhone is nicely protected, not just from drops, but also scratches. It's extremely well designed, and plus it's not very often you find a case that keeps your overall look of the iPhone that still reminds you of an iPhone even though you have a case on it. Retailing at $34.99, it's definitely not the most cheapest case on the market, but nonetheless it's pretty on average compared to other cases of this size such as the Spec Candy Shell or the Otterbox commuter case. For what it's worth, I definitely think it's a really good deal, and for those of you who think the price is a little bit too steep, you can definitely check out places such as Amazon for a better discount. For those of you who aren't a fan of the black color, you can choose other cases, or other colors I mean, on Cellairis' website, and of course other cases, as they have a full range of cases for the iPhone 5. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this, and of course if you guys have any questions or comments about this case, ask way down in the comment section there down below. It's definitely one of my top favorite cases, and I definitely recommend it to anybody. But anyways, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on the top there, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!